So apparently some people are pretty mad about the Pixel Watch, and not because it's finally been revealed, but because of what's under the hood, which is the Samsung Exynos 9110. Now, that could or could not be problematic. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole, and we'll talk about that later. But the implication is, basically, the watch is using a 4-year-old processor. This processor was used in the first Galaxy Watch, and it was last used in the Galaxy Watch 3 from Samsung. Samsung has a newer chip now, and allegedly and supposedly, and based off the information we're getting, that the Google Pixel Watch is going to be using the same chip. Samsung is only actually even supporting that chip in their own platform until 2023, so we're talking next year. So it's almost obsolete in Samsung technology, but it's going to be used with Google's Pixel Watch. And that, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it for two reasons. One, because why in the world, after we waited so long, would they be using such an old processor? And the biggest thing that I can think of is because of the massive chip shortage. And the thing is, also, if they were going to get a newer chip, they would have to get that from Samsung. They're not designing their own chip, so Samsung likely doesn't have enough of the chips laying around to provide for their new watch and also for the Google Pixel Watch. So straight out of the gate, the Pixel Watch is going to be a couple generations behind what you're going to get with Samsung. And you can use a Samsung watch with a Pixel. So it makes it difficult to make a case for the idea of having a Pixel Watch with 4-year-old hardware by the time you already get it. Now, there's also the other argument. And I try not to get too wrapped around the axle. And I used to really get wrapped around the axle about this stuff. If I read this 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like, oh my gosh, can you believe what Google is doing? I would have, because at first glance, when you look at that as a tech enthusiast, as a tech fan, it's kind of something triggering. And I've seen a lot of articles out there. There's a lot of people that are really mad about this. And I don't want to take that road. And this is not a Pixel apologist thing. This is not a Google apologist thing. What it is, a lot of people said the same thing about the Snapdragon 765 when it went in the Pixel 5. And also one of the Pixel 4a 5G and also the Pixel 5a. It was a workhorse processor. It was very good. And the thing is there truly such a thing as a flagship watch? See, we get so wrapped around the axle when it comes to new phones. Does it have the A13? Does it have the A14? Does it have the M1? Does it have the M1 Max? Does it have the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1? A lot of that stuff matters a little bit more. And you can see it doesn't matter so much because Samsung used it for basically 3 generations of watches. You don't need that much power because you're powering a tiny little circular screen. So when you look at a 1.5, whatever the gigahertz is on it, that's a lot of power. What we care more about is battery life and smoothness of the operating system and connectivity and scalability and applicability with apps and connection stuff. So that stuff we care about. The best connection, the best performance, the longest battery life, all the heart rate sensor stuff, all that cool stuff. That's what we want in a watch. So my take is, if Google is doing this, there's probably reasons for it. I would imagine there's probably a really good reason for it, that they didn't go and get the latest and greatest. And this has been an on-again, off-again project. This thing, the Pixel Watch, we thought was going to come out quite a while ago, and then it got canceled, and then it's shown up again. And now it's a real thing. It is for real. So when it shows up, basically with the same power as a Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, I actually like the Galaxy Watch 3. I thought it worked pretty well. So I don't have a lot of heartburn from a performance perspective. What I do care about, though, will it be able to, or will it even have all the additional stuff? Is it going to have a heart rate sensor? Is it going to be able to detect if I'm having atrial fibrillation? Maybe that's not a priority of Google. I don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know about this. All we've seen is a design. We've seen a little crown on the side that you can adjust the stuff with. There's not a whole lot we know about it still, even at this point, other than some baseline facts about it. We do know it's going to come out this fall with the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. So my thought process here is let's play the wait and see game. Let's not crucify the Pixel Watch before it gets here. Everybody, well, not everybody, that's hyperbole. But when you talk about it, a lot of people have been really excited about the Pixel Watch for a very long time. So I understand from a fanboy perspective. I understand from a expectations perspective. Sure, people are entitled to get upset about it, but don't get too upset about it until you actually get your hands on it and test it out. Maybe it's going to be $199. Maybe it's going to be $150. Like, I don't know what the price is. I don't think they announced it or talked about it, but yeah, it's probably not going to be $400. I would imagine it's probably going to be cheaper. because Google likes to make stuff that just works. And Google is really good at making things work. So if they're going to continue to support it, that's cool. But if you also think about it as well, if they support it for 3 years until 2025, that chip will be 7 years old by time they actually retire it, if they were to support it for 3 years. So wait and see. Let's not get too mad and too wrapped around the axle over this, and we'll see what Google does with the watch. I'm still excited about it. I'm still looking forward to getting it. Yeah, there are parts of my brain that are like, what are you guys doing over there? But I was reading actually another article that kind of makes a little bit of sense, because it seems like they started development on it, they stopped it, and then they picked it back up, and there's been a massive shortage when it comes to processors, especially when it comes to watch processors, phone processors, all that stuff. And if Samsung is the one making them, because Google's not making their own watch chip, so they're getting them from Samsung, which is fine. Samsung makes a lot of chips, but Samsung also has to fill their own chips for their own products. And then if you look at the landscape, they might not have had enough to make for them. They might not have had enough laying around. It might have been too expensive to try and get those. So what's more important? Put out a Pixel watch that is going to work and is probably going to be good for a few years and may not have the latest processor in it. As long as it's going to get you all day or all 2 day or whatever performance, hey, it's also going to be combined with Fitbit technology. So I'm sure they probably got a pretty good way to make this work, even though it's going to be running an Android operating system from what we know versus having like the Fitbit one. So there are a lot of unknowns here, but I think that this is something that if Google is putting it together, their ecosphere works pretty well, their products work pretty well, and very seldom do they ever swing for the fences with the latest and greatest flagship stuff. And it seems to be more recently that their mantra is to make stuff that works well, that is in a very affordable price bracket. So I could see this coming in at a good price and working well. And it's one of those things where you look also like Apple. A lot of people don't ever talk about the specs on Apple phones. Why? Because they just work. So if it just works, should we care more about what's under the hood or what we get, what it does for us, how well it performs, and the price that we can get it at? So we'll have to address those once the watch gets here. And again, not making excuses for them at all. I'm going to wait and see what they do with it. If it shows up and it is a trash watch, if it shows up and it's like Dollar General level something that's just a cheap knockoff you find at Target for $20 on sale before the holidays, not really that cheap, but you know what I'm talking about. This is something that has the potential to be very big. If they're entering into the smartwatch sector, then I hope they did it with a really good plan, and I would like to believe that, but they've not made a lot of good decisions in the past. So I could see both sides of the coin. I'm trying to stay down the middle as well as possible because a lot of people are excited about this. I am as well. Hopefully it's done well. Hopefully it's done right. And hopefully we don't have any problems with it. But again, we'll play the wait and see approach. If it shows up and it's a dumpster fire, I'm going to call it a dumpster fire. If it shows up and it works just fine, then let's move on about our lives and just enjoy the new tech. Because that's what we do, right? So that's all I've got. What do you think? Are you concerned about the fact that there's going to be a older processor put in this watch? Or are you just happy that we're finally going to get one and we'll look and see what it looks like when it gets here and how well it works? I think that's probably the best thing. So some people are going to be either changing their story once it gets here, or they're going to get a lot of affirmation if it shows up and it stinks. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. So that's all I got. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. Hope your Monday is off to a good start if you're watching this today. If not, have a wonderful day in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.